worked together now since 2006,
yeah.
except for 1 year. Don't know how I managed that, but
you escaped
somehow. Still here working with Tony, and no, it's been good. You know, it's been had a lot of good experiences together all the way, and also improving together. You know, all the time. Improving our working relationship, improving each other, and individually. You know, and so it's very interesting.
It's very open and honest. It has to be. We are positive when we need to be positive, and constructive criticism of each other when it needs to be, so that we always improve. Yeah, I mean, I think personality-wise, it clicks from that point of view, because normally a driver or an engineer don't pick each other as such. It's whoever's, and you have two engineers, two drivers, and it's luck of the mix to a certain degree, and that's how it was when we started out.
Characteristics about Tony which work well for me, and is very dedicated. The laptop is open on the airplane table all the way when everybody else is sleeping, you know, more or less. That's great to see, you know, that's cool. Competent, you know, with all the technical, because it's so complex, you know. F1 is just unbelievable. There's so many complexities and things coming about, and new things that you need to adapt also all the time. Every 2 weeks you have a new component on the car, yeah, which requires a totally different setup, which you need to understand and adapt, and also get it right for the track, which is different to 2 weeks ago, and requires a completely different setup anyways. And, you know, so there's such a strong evolving process, and Tony's very good with that too, all these things come together. That was a compliment, right?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. One of Nico's massive strengths is he's very intelligent, and I kind of like regard him almost like as an orchestra leader, in terms of he knows all the areas of the car, all the people that he needs to be talking to, because there's not just one engineer, there's a whole raft of engineers that are looking after Nico's car as such, and he knows each engineer what he needs to be talking about with each one, and that's very important as well for him. And he then maximises the performance of the car through that. All the time we're communicating and trying to improve things and questioning things. I mean, we're talking daily about things, and then obviously at the race weekend it becomes very concentrated, and trying just to decide the right direction.
I mean, the sport is all about relationships with your co-workers, and really making the most of all their inputs and everything, you know, and it's a massive team effort. It's so complex, as I said, you know. And even as a driver, then when going into the weekend, Tony arrives with his pre-event list, you know, and it just gets longer and longer and longer, and there's just, every single thing is just so important for the weekend, just to prepare for it, yeah, because so many new things coming in, and so many things that you need to remember, which is another area where Tony helps me very well, which is reminders. I'm like, remind me of this, remind me of that, remind me of that, and it always comes through on the radio, the reminders when I need them, which is important. DIL is, what is it?
Driver in the loop.
Driver in the loop.
Driver in the loop.
Okay, I didn't know that. That makes two of us. You don't need to feel embarrassed about that one. So I didn't know what DIL is either. Driver in the loop, which is, in other words, got no idea, but it's our simulator anyway, where I'm in today all day long, just driving, preparing, practicing, and also developing the car in different ways, which we also do together all the time. And there's a whole room full of people, full of engineers and tire engineers and everything, just to try and move the thing forward. And it's massive, you know. You walk in there, there's computers open everywhere, and me driving this little machine down there. It's quite crazy. but it works, and it's very important nowadays to get the most out of that.
Yeah, I mean, with testing being banned as such, in season, it means that we, to develop and to try different new parts, we need to try them on the simulator first, and it enables this. I mean, it's a lot of things. It enables us to practice techniques, for Nico to practice techniques of things, to have a look at the effect in terms, the kind of physics effect of it, in terms of balance, that kind of thing. So it's massive.
Have you ever swapped roles in it?
That would be funny, actually.
That would be fun. No, not yet. No.
You guys have a go?
No. No, I'll just concentrate on.
You should have a go actually once. Why not? It would be.
It would be interesting, but
see how far you get.
Yeah, but I need the damage protection on and automatic braking, I think.
Yeah. So it's not like a Sony PlayStation.
No. We had a bad experience this year where we had a lot of radio failures in one race and one in qualifying, which affected qualifying badly, and then at the end of the race we lost all the power. So we were talking to Nico at the end of the race, right, well just remember, change these settings, and settings weren't changing. We didn't realise.
So by that point they're thinking, not even able to listen to the easiest instructions. That's what they're saying to each other on the pit wall, you know, for sure. And then afterwards, oh okay, the radio was actually broken.
Yeah. And he's thinking, hang on a minute, why aren't they talking to me?
And I'm thinking they've gone for coffee.
Yeah.
They've gone for a coffee break.
But yeah, it's massively important, because it is so much more effective than any other board or anything like that. But it's, I mean, it is a two-way information. I mean, if the conditions are changing, if it's wet, going to dry, that kind of thing, then it's very much dependent on Nico making the decision, and then the rest of the time it's information being provided.